it hit the
Hit
crossbar.
the crossbar, right? Yeah. Opportunity to turn for Newland. Smartly plays it back. I think that's a good move from Newland. Tries to open up the space for Khan. Goes to grounds. Trinity won a penalty. I think that's more from the bench than the players on the field. She certainly didn't seem very interested in it.
That was a really dangerous opportunity for Trinity. A little bit of chaos in the box. Talk about that a lot. Sometimes it doesn't need to be pretty. Just make a mess in the opponent's box, and good things often happen for you. That time almost happening. Cross comes in off the crossbar. Trinity trying to find a shot, a few block shots. Ball goes back in the end, which I think, as you said, was the right decision. Makes a new opportunity. Just can't find the finish again.
UDD standing up well to stop those runs into the box for the ball carrier. But Trinity still keep possession despite it. They're going to win a corner as the ball runs down the hill there in the corner.
It's been a really impressive start for Trinity, but they'll be wanting a goal to surmount this impressive start.
Yeah, after being held scoreless by TLU on Sunday, they really want to prove that goal-scoring touch is there. Because the men have certainly found theirs. 10 goals in a weekend. Just didn't get under that as much as I think she'd have liked. Cesar has a go. She's off balance, though.
Yeah, just doesn't wrap her foot around it. I honestly think she makes good contact with it in terms of the strength of the shot. There's just no spin on it to bring it back towards goal, which in the end is what needed to happen. She didn't have the angle to put it directly on goal, needed to spin it around some defenders, and it just didn't have that spin.
She does have 2 goals, has scored 1 already this season. She's definitely capable. She's the only Trinity player that I know of that has an international goal. She scored for the Philippines. She, I'm trying to think. I don't think anyone else has an international goal that's played for Trinity. Certainly not as an active student.
Now, having an international goal is a remarkable achievement. I don't think I have to tell you, Chris, but there's a lot of people who know how just impressive it is to score at that level, no matter what country you're from.
Yeah, we were talking actually before the game how difficult playing in Asia is.
Yeah.
It's a really difficult confederation.
It's a big, big confederation. Lots of different countries and lots of different diverse regions of the world.
Yeah, big road trips, big climate changes. Not always in a luxury accommodation, shall we say? Not always in the most incredible places, but the
fair amount of deserts.
my beloved Socceroos were drawn in a group that could have had the Maldives in it, and I know they were all very excited to play the Maldives away, and then Bangladesh beat the Maldives, so it was Bangladesh instead of the Maldives. Good opportunity here. Sent far post again, but just swings out.
It's just a little too deep again, and I think this is a common thing with Bosco. She's so quick, but sometimes it takes a second to slow down to just place that cross right. She's really good at hitting these crosses without looking. Sometimes, though, it's just hard to get the power right without facing up. She's really good at putting them in dangerous areas. Sometimes, though, you got to pick out a teammate rather than just find an area.
Yeah, we saw that a lot the first game of the season. Like, Bosco was so quick, and her teammates have to catch up. And there's nothing wrong with being behind the winger, but Bosco is so quick that they're often too far behind. And so she has to sort of take time, slow down, and that can make it, the challenge with that is that then allows UTD to recover and defend. So
no, and I think somehow, some way, despite how difficult it is, Bosco does her best crosses on the run. It's very counterintuitive because I think it's easier to hit the ball when you're not running, but she's really good at crossing mid-stride.
Oh, bit of miscommunication there from UTD. Keeper was coming to try and gather that, and they've instead gone to clear it, which has now given the ball back to Trinity. Certainly not what you'd want from a coaching perspective. But it's not that loud, so could have hurt each other. But sometimes you just get tunnel vision on I have to get rid of this ball. So real easy to do.
Yeah, you don't have to tell me that. As a center back, I think fair few times goalkeeper been calling that they've got it, and I've just gone and cleared it. Goalkeeper will be frustrated, and I'll say, well, I'm better safe than sorry. I'd rather not take that risk.
Yeah, of course, I was a goalkeeper, so I'd be the one frustrated at you. But I was also terrible, so you probably would have made the right decision. Well gathered there by Vilka. Sent forward. Trinity just trying to get some control back.
Ooh.
Good little passage here for UTD.
Bree Warner, her eyes were set on goal there. She almost was through, but now UTD might be through.
Great ball looking for Vilka. Chelsea Vilka, one of the more experienced players on the team, junior forward out of Hickory Creek. Transferred in from Seminole State. She scored a lot. She scored 35 goals for Seminole State. So she's got the ability to score. Absolutely. She's already got one this season. She has an assist as well.
It's been an impressive start, in my opinion, from Harris in the back. Talk a lot about Newland being such a brick wall in defense for Trinity, but it's a great start from Harris. Just really solid. The ball's been really coming up down her side every single time UT Dallas get forward.
Yeah, and that's that work that often goes unspoken about. Like, it's not what gets into a match report. Yep. It's not what.
No, but as a defender, I'm not going to let it go not spoken about. So.
Oh, they've let Hannah Khan turn, but a shot into the keeper. Well saved by the keeper. Stays behind it. So important.
It was really dangerous. Really dangerous. Yeah. Hannah Khan could have shaped around that too. Maybe look for the far post.
Yeah, she definitely had a big opportunity. UTD have had some opportunities that shouldn't have happened. But they're getting away with those dangerous things. That's a handball. He called it the other way earlier, so you can't really fault him for that one. Almost in exactly the same spot, too. Hannah Khan is chasing her 10th career assists today. She's been all SCAC 2 times, so she's got the quality. She's not afraid to shoot to 123 shots in her career.
Wow.
67 on is honestly pretty impressive.
It's a good ratio.
Pretty good ratio. I've seen worse.
Yeah, definitely.
So got to play it down. Injured. Just stretching it out. Hopefully nothing serious there. But player that comes on is Lauren Hunt, another first-year player out of Katy. She's a state semi-finalist. She also competed in cross-country. She'll be familiar to wearing orange because she played for the Houston Dash Academy. So no stranger to the orange of the Comets. And they'll make that sub. 5'11" too, so she's going to add some height defensively. She plays as a defender. She'll add some height defensively and on set pieces, which they haven't had a ton of opportunities on. I think everything's been kind of in their own half for those set pieces, but all it takes is one. So now that free kick here for Trinity. We'll see if they swing it in. Looks like that's what they're going to do. Send into the box.
Great ball.
Plays free again, headed down. Shot comes, but over the bar, trims the tree.
It's a tough one. It's bouncing at such an awkward height in the box there. It's a great first header to put it in a dangerous space for her teammates at the back post, arriving late. Just can't keep it down, and that's been the story early for Trinity. Lots of good chances, just can't get them on target, just can't get them to the corner. And it's been a story for the Trinity men in the past. It's been the story for the Trinity women in the past. Goal scoring, sometimes hard to come by at McGinley Field.
Yeah, look, it's the hardest part of the game, right? So
oh, yeah. Well, yeah.
Good opportunity here, building again on the right for the Tigers. Keeper's come and then hasn't come. Right decision, though, to hold up. That would have bounced over her head if she kept going for it. Good defensive work there from Williard. Just a little short from the Tigers.
Great tackle, though, to make
it's
up
a
for
really
it.
good recovery from Richards. Puts it out for a throw. We're going to have a sub for the Comets, I think, or are they going to... Yeah, they're going to do it now. They were thinking about holding it.
We're getting about that time where we would have a water break, and I'm starting to wonder if we're going to have one.
Yeah, we're at exactly 22 minutes to go, so...
I'd be surprised if we didn't, but it doesn't look like we will.
It doesn't look like we're going to have it. I spoke to the referee earlier. He's from Houston, so he probably thinks this is nothing.
Yeah, he's like, there's no humidity. The humidity's not a problem, so we're fine. There is humidity, by the way.
We do think about, while we're talking about that sort of stuff, think about the people in eastern Texas and Louisiana. It's the hurricane that went through yesterday. Hopefully everybody's okay if you're watching. As Trinity build up from the right. Big run in the space. Goes out wide now, a chance to swing it in. Good work defensively to stand up and get that block in. It's going to be a throw. That's big. Getting a throw instead of a corner there.
Yeah, Bosco's a really hard defender to stay with as well. She's shifty, used her speed well there, but the defender, great job on that far side, just staying with her. I think it's Hughes over there playing at that left back position for UT Dallas. Really well done from her.
First year defender too. They're just forcing Trinity to go backwards there.
Forcing weird angle crosses, which can be tough to deal with as a defender, but often are a lot easier than direct back cut crosses.
That's great work there from Vilka. Stands up, loses a balance, gets back, and gets possession back for UTD. Blocked again, though.
Yeah, Trinity have done a really good job making it hard for UT Dallas to play out of the back, whether they're trying to clear it or whether they're just trying to keep it on the ground. The blocked clearances and blocked passes have been a real problem for UT Dallas early. Trinity are almost first to every block. I don't know how you would say that.
Yeah, like first to get that second ball, I guess, you know. So 20 minutes to go here in the first half. Still scoreless between Trinity and UT Dallas. Referee playing advantage there. Cesar goes up the wing for Bosco. Just can't find Richards. And now the Comets come away with it. Just playing it forward there. I think there were options to play it short and get things going. I think sometimes UT Dallas just panics into clearing it away when they've got more time than they realize. And if they just look around, take a second, pass it around, build something up, get out, they'll get a better possession, get a better attack from it.
Might be what you get with a lot of first years who are nervous, don't have that experience, a little panicky.
Deflection could have been dangerous there. Goes
really
into the arms of the keeper.
Yeah.
Seen those plenty of times fall to a striker who puts it away.
It's a striker's dream to be gifted an opportunity like that.
Yeah, those were the only goals I would ever be able to score. Even then, let's be honest, even then I wouldn't. I'd launch it over the bar.
I had one like that at club practice the other day. Just fell to me in the waning moments of a game that was tied, and I was like, this is it. This is my moment. And I blazed it over from like 3 yards away. It was bouncing, but everybody's making fun of me. And I'm like, I'm a center back. It's okay, guys. It's okay.
Really beautiful footwork there from Khan, but just couldn't get it away. Actually, I believe that was Bree Werner.
I wouldn't be surprised if Trinity go for some subs soon. Just thinking about it, starting to look a little fatigued. Looks like we're going for a water break, though.
We are getting that drink break.
And that's another way to deal with that fatigue, so.
But we are going to see subs after the drinks break, I think. But yeah, 18 minutes to play here as we have the water break. A little bit later than I would have anticipated. There was a really good opportunity to do it at 22 with the player injured too. Had a good chance to do it, and that's pretty much exactly halfway through the half. So.
It is hot.
It is very hot.
I feel for the players right now.
I'm sweating just sitting here, honestly.
Yeah.
And like you can see, I don't know if it shows up on the, because obviously the cameras are a bit further back from the field.
No, but the uniforms.
But the uniforms are absolutely drenched. You can see the orange shirts are much darker than when they started. It's hot. You know, even the referees in fluorescent yellow are getting darker jerseys. So.
Referees actually went to go get water during this water break.
Yeah, referee went down, grabbed a cup for his assistant.
Oh, that poor far side official. No water for him.
Well, he gets more shade, though.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Because the far side assistant runs in the shade. We got water coming for the far side assistant, but no one's grabbing it for him. Poor guy.
Nobody wants to
run over there for him. So he's just gonna have to sit there.
He could have come over.
He could have come over. He does get the most shade out of the officials.
Yeah.
So.
But I don't know. We're sitting in the shade, and
I'm still hot.
Yeah,
it's hot.
It's.
We're just talking. I got sunburn on Sunday, doing the games on Sunday in the shade. In the shade. So. I mean, nowhere safe in San Antonio, Texas, from the sun's punishment. And there's normally, we've had a breeze all the other games.
Yeah,
like it's been a nice breeze coming out. There's nothing today.
Yeah.
Absolutely nothing. If you look at the scoreboard, the flag is still. It is just completely still. It's difficult. It's real difficult.
It's tough.
And so the ironic thing is, in a game like this, because of the timing of this game, it might get easier to play as the game goes on, which isn't normally the case when it's hot. But once the sun goes down, it'll drop significantly, and so we will see it get a bit easier to play. But referee's calling everybody back on. That was, I will say, a generous drinks break.
Yeah.
I haven't seen them be that long, so there's that.
I think that's a good decision though, and you know, I've played in some excruciating heat. I played in a tournament in Phoenix one time in June. Not fun. Every single game was scheduled for 7 o'clock or later, and we still had drink breaks every single time, 100 degrees when we're starting these games. They have very generous breaks. But you're right. As the game goes on, it starts to get darker. You start to be able to play more. You almost get a burst of energy as the sun starts to go down. It's really weird as an experience because normally you get used to, it's late in the game, I'm getting tired. It's kind of the opposite. It's late in the game, and I'm feeling better.
So UTD starts with throw. Trinity couldn't make the subs because it was a UT Dallas throw. So just because the clock stops doesn't change the situation. It's going to be a free kick. So as a reminder, college soccer, you can only sub on a throw-in, your throw-in, goal kick, goal, an injury, you can take someone out, or a yellow card. You can take out the yellow carded player. And you can also do a sub if your opponent's sub.
Great ball again.
Good header too.
Oh.
Oh, she was offside anyway. Flag's gone up anyway. But that was a dangerous opportunity there for the Tigers.
Yeah, she just, and obviously I think it's because she's offside, but she's just not picked up there by the defenders. And sometimes that's really dangerous. The ball pops out of the box. It falls to a Trinity player on the edge of the box, and she has the space to look up and see where her teammates are. UT Dallas doesn't have the time to look around and find their mark again. They're more concerned with the ball's out of the box. Let's raise our line. Let's make sure we catch people offside, which in that case they did really well to do. But can be dangerous if the Trinity players find their way back on sides and find a little bit of open space between the UT Dallas players who are rushing forward to create that offside trap.
And speaking of dangerous, it's a really interesting play that they do on the goal kick, the Comets. They've done it a few times where the defender takes it short to the goalkeeper but towards goal. It's fascinating, and I think Trinity is starting to wise up to it. They're starting to put pressure on much, much quicker.
Trinity just made 3 subs.
Yeah, Ellie Creek came on, Kate Askew, and Alex Doran.
3 players that we've been really impressed with every time they've come on as well. Young players, new players to the team, but really, really talented players who have proven themselves worthy of getting decent minutes for Trinity. And they'll probably play this last 15 and probably do something similar again in the second half.
Yeah, Ellie Creek's played 2 hours of soccer already this season, all off the bench. She's had a big impact. She was All-State last year in Louisiana.
Yeah, I've been particularly impressed by Ellie Creek when she's come on. She's just a workhorse, never stops moving all over the field. She picks up the ball in lots of places, which is great as a midfielder, but she's also willing to go and do that dirty work, try and win the ball off offensive players for the other side, wherever it is. She never stops moving.
Yeah, she says her favorite players are Phil Foden and Bernardo Silva. So tries to bring some of that into a game.
You know, it's funny. I don't know if I would call Phil Foden or Bernardo Silva workhorses as much as they're like technical players.
I think Foden gets stuck in a bit.
Foden will get stuck in, but he's such an offensive player. Doesn't really, he's not the guy that's going to come back. I'm trying to think of a box-to-box player, a true box-to-box player for City. Mateo Kovacic could be. I think that's a good one for her. Although Kovacic is probably a bit slower than her. Well, probably not, but in the grand scheme of things,
comparatively
yes,
at the level
slow.
they play.
It's a real opportunity.
A big chance here from UT Dallas. Been impressed with Vilka, who's on the ball now. Swung in. Far post. There was a chance to just tap it home, just in front of the on-running players. So it's going to be a sub.
Oh,
Goal kick for Trinity, and the sub can come.
And that's what happens when you're dominating a game like this. You don't put your chances away. You've had so many opportunities, but all of a sudden, UT Dallas up the other end, they could have taken the lead out of nothing. That's all it takes. One good attack, and you could be down if you're Trinity. And then you're trying to score this goal, this elusive goal that you haven't found yet, from behind. It makes it a little bit more nerve-wracking. You start to rush things. That's not where Trinity want to be right now. They need to get a goal soon to set that tone and really solidify this advantage that they've built.
Yeah, I think Comets will be really pleased right now. They've kept it scoreless. They're starting to get more and more into the game as time's gone on. Play that just came in is Claire O'Sullivan.
That was really impressive footwork from a center back. Robinson just dribbling through multiple defenders to ease the pressure for her team. Sometimes you clear it. Sometimes you dribble around people to ease that pressure.
That was your skills. And the center defender was just, one touch.
The less time I had the ball, the better.
Yeah, that was always the motto of teams about me. Opportunity again for UT Dallas. Vilka's made a run to the right. That's where they're going. Has a chance. Oh. Blocked. It's taken a deflection. Cleared away by Newland. Did well to keep her hands out of that too. Had to very rapidly move her arm back.
Yeah, she's Trinity's trump card. Really well done. Again, Trinity haven't allowed a goal yet this year, and she's a big reason why. Just showing up in the right time, right place as well, making a play. Big play that time. The deflection, wrong-footed, Lewis in goal, and could have been dangerous. She hasn't been tested early, and when a deflection is your first time being tested, it can be a difficult opportunity.
Yeah, she hasn't had a ton to do all season, honestly. She's made 6 saves. Sorry, no, she's only made 2 saves. She's only faced 2 shots.
Yeah, that's a tribute to the Trinity backline. They have been incredible this year.
In her whole career, she's faced 6 shots. So.
In her whole career?
Yeah, most of that's been this season. She hasn't played a ton of minutes before this season. So she's already played more minutes this season than she's played her entire career before today. So,
but more saves in those other minutes than this season. Wow.
She's often come in games where she's had work to do, shall we say.
For the Tigers, number 24, Kayla Kovac.
3 more subs for Trinity.
So, Trinity make those changes. Ozemi in, who's often an attacking option around this stage of the half. 11.5 to go. She comes in. She's a very different striker.
No, I think of her as a Erling Haaland type player. Doesn't really do much in possession. Doesn't provide much in build-up. But she's in the box, and she scores goals.
12 in her career. She scores goals. Yeah, I think that's a really good, actually, comparison. She'll be in the box. She'll be there.
She'll be there.
She'll be where you expect her to be. And so, says her favorite athlete's Kristen Press.
Oh, I love Kristen Press. That's a good shout.
So,
For the Comets, number 17,
Yeah, she's already had a bit of an impact this year. Hasn't got a ton of minutes, but 2 shots already on the season. But 12 goals in her career to this point. She's quickly approaching 50 games. This is her 48th career appearance.
Yeah, and I did hear that she was dealing with a little bit of an injury that first weekend, kept her from playing as much as maybe she wanted to. The other thing, coach of the Tigers, they both agree that she is a late substitution type player. They want to bring her in late in the game to come on and make an impact. She's not the type of player you bring in to be involved in the early press or breaking down a team, but when you need a goal late, she's that substitution.
Yeah, she's not afraid of the pressure of coming in late, which is always a big, big attribute for a sub. And she's on the ball now. Holds it up well. And then a good layoff. Really good work.
What a ball. Great defending, though.
Yeah, good work to cover. Clearance just hangs up. I think she just got around that more than she wanted. And so now the Tigers will go. Challenge came, could only take out her own defender, so bit of free space here for the Tigers. Controls well, does really well to bring that down. It was coming in at pace. Ball comes back for Havens. Now on to Creek. Creek tries to get it back. Now UTD maybe with a counter here. Good covering from Havens.
Trinity have so many numbers back. Really well done by them just to keep themselves in position despite how little UT Dallas has had going forward. It can be easy to, let yourself slip. You need that goal. You let more players forward. They're staying really disciplined.
Nazimi putting the pressure on there. Yeah, now a lot more calm from the Comets than we saw in the first half of the half.
Yeah, they've settled in well.
I think just like that quick start from the Tigers really kind of shook them a little bit because they had a lot of good early chances. They had 3 shots on goal. I think most of those were in the first 5 minutes.
No, I think you're exactly right. They shook them early, and it gave them a lot of chances early on, but they've found their footing now.
Havens back on the ball. Blocked by UTD. A lot of shirt there. Vilka. Vilka back on the ball. I think just got that more on it than she wanted. Trying to play in Chavez. Chavez puts up a fight, and that 16's battling each other. Newland wins. Sent forward. Beautiful turn.
Right idea. Just doesn't quite come off. It's unfortunate. She had space as well.
Yeah, really good turn from Doran. Just think the ball was going a little faster than she would have liked. All sent up. Headed down by Bugansky. Has a goal this season already. Looks like it's going to run for a throw for UT Dallas. 7 minutes to play here in the first half. Still scoreless between Trinity and UTD. And a free kick here. Now big opportunity for the Tigers. In a good position. So referee puts down the shaving foam.
I can't believe they have it.
I feel like there's been a movement away from it in the professional game.
A movement to it in the collegiate game.
Sent in flat. Step over from Creek. It's going to win a corner for the Tigers.
I like it. It was an interesting set piece. I can see what they were trying to do, especially, Creek letting it go. If there's a player behind her, they have much better angle. Just doesn't quite come off for them. And that's been the story of the first half. Lots of good ideas, just not quite coming off.
Goes near post. That's a header back. Tigers are going to reset. Played forward by Havens. Cleared away. Call is for players to get up, keep players offside. Boven. Forward for Havens. Through ball just cut out well by UTD. Well gathered there by Askew. Nays back with Bovin.
It looks
Oh,
like they're
free
giving a
kick,
free
actually.
kick, yeah.
I missed that whistle in my ear.
I didn't hear the whistle either.
I did think the play was awfully casual.
Yeah.
So chance to swing this in for the Tigers. Looks like they're setting up far post or on the spot.
It's a great ball again.
Does go far post. Just a little too much. It'll run, and it's going to be a goal kick.
And that's one of those, if you can get around it and cut it back across with a header, it's really dangerous for oncoming players. Just can't quite reach it. Maybe players not quite on the same page there in terms of what the free kick is aiming to do. Because I think it's great if you can play that ball beyond the far post and then cut it back across. But you got to have your teammates all on the same page about it.
Yeah, so important to be working as one continuous unit on that sort of stuff. So Bethany Cohn comes on, Michaela Varela. Also coming on for the Comets. Cohn competed in track and field in high school as well. She participated in the Texas Relays, which is a really prestigious meet. Good opportunity here for Trinity. Good covering work defensively from the Comets. That blocks there. That might end up, it stayed in. No, it hasn't. Ball ran out, so it's going to be a goal kick. I would have popped that in if I was there, just to you get that psychological edge of the ball hitting the back of the net.
Yeah, you hear about that a lot. You want, I think we had a game earlier in the season where a player shot after the halftime whistle had gone, and goalkeeper still goes ahead and makes the save because it is a psychological edge. This is a different sport, but in the NBA, there's been coaches who have gone in and contested open shots after whistles have gone because they don't want that psychological edge of hitting the back of the net, or in this case, hitting the net. It's an interesting one, though. That's a little bit of a weird coach in the NBA, and Joe Mazzulla, who did that. So he got a lot of hate for that. But I see the reasoning.
Throw in here for the Tigers. Well, shanked clearance as it stayed in. Pressure's there from Ozimi. Big pressure from Ozimi right on the line. I think that's created that chance. Keeper's come, spills it. Just needed a Tigers player running onto that, and it was 1-0. Keeper was kind of stranded and flailing just a little bit.
It looks like they've called a goal kick.
Oh, they have called a goal kick.
I'm not sure when it would have gone out off a Trinity touch, but
yeah, it may have been when Ozimi was cutting
maybe,
it back.
yeah.
The ball might have already gone. She might have had it out and then cut it back in. That's what I can think of. I was too busy watching the action, not watching the AR. Good ball out wide right. It's Bogdansky out there with the blue boots. Sent in flat, turns, laid back, shot comes. Attempted chip, just didn't get down soon enough. As it goes out, as we are about to hit the final 2 minutes of the half, still scoreless between the Trinity Tigers and the University of Texas Dallas Comets. Of course, it was scoreless on Sunday in the men's game, and then Trinity went off for 6 goals. So could have a very different story in this second half to the first. Sent long by the Comets. Can definitely see the Comets have been growing in confidence throughout this half as well.
yeah, you're absolutely
Great
right.
ball cut out well though by Havens. Stayed back there. Good work from the defender. Cut out the opportunity, but a good chance here. Keeper comes and claims, but Bethany Cohn, big opportunity for her.
Yeah, and it was a great first touch from her as well. She cuts across the path of Newland, trying to force her to have to do an uncomfortable turn. As a defender there, you don't want to have to fully turn your body. You want to keep face up. And when a player cuts back like that, you're put in an awkward position. Really well done by the attacker, but Newland deals with it.
Goes in. Good work for the Tigers. Shot comes and it goes over the bar. Really great work there that could go missed there. Ozimi takes a step back, which sucks defenders, which opens space for the shot.
Yeah, she really drew defenders away to open up that lane for the pass as well. It gave So much space at the back post. Just again, Trinity can't find the back of the net.
And it's been the story a bit for the Trinity women this year. It was for the men, and then they had scored 10 goals in 2 games. So you never know. 6 of those came in one half. So you never know. This could change very suddenly, but right now, still scoreless. That's going to be a throw for UTD. Call from the coaches to slow down. Look, I mean, there's 20 seconds to go. The last thing you want is to give up possession for a Tigers team that can move that quick.
The one thing I'll say, though, Trinity's starters, most of them aren't on right now. I'm curious if they turn up the heat again when they come back on to start the second half.
Which we'll find out in about 15 minutes. But still scoreless here at half-time. It's been a real tight battle. Trinity had some really great opportunities in those first, 10 minutes. But the Comets have gotten more and more into this game. And so, half-time. Trinity Tigers 0, UT Dallas Comets 0. We'll be back here in about 14 minutes to bring you the second half. See you then. We are back here, second half about to get underway. There it is, there's the opening whistle. UT Dallas setting up to go left, it's what they do. Cut out, although well gathered back in the end. So UTD in the orange, they're going from right to left in this second half. Trinity in the maroon, they're going to go from left to right in the second half. Better start already from UT Dallas in the second half than the first.
Yeah, absolutely. There, look a bit energized. Trinity, well, so far it's been only 30 seconds. Look a bit flat, but UT Dallas really having some good moments early.
I'm Chris Huckman, with me is Scott Lebo. Scott, interesting first half. Not a ton of opportunities. 3 shots on goal, all to Trinity. What are you looking for in this second half?
I'm looking for both teams to settle in the attack. They both looked a little stressed, a little tight when they got into that opportunity. You want to be loose when you're in the attack. You want it to be more free-flowing and creative. You want players to feel confident in the attacking third. You know, defense is where you need to be rigid and structured and stiff. In the attack, you need to be loose. You need to be open, creative. And it was kind of lacking at points in that first half, particularly for UT Dallas. Didn't have a lot of opportunities. And then for Trinity, it really just was that final touch. They had a lot of good build-up, just couldn't find the finish.
But UT Dallas starting really brightly here.
Wow.
Really good ball, just cut out really well there by Kylie Harris.
Trinity might be able to catch out UT Dallas on the counter here. They haven't had a lot of opportunities this year to counter.
They've had a lot of games where they've really dominated possession, but just haven't made that count on the score sheet. So they'll be looking for different today as Taylor Campbell runs forward. Really good through ball for Bosco. Keeper comes, though, and claims.
Yeah, I think Bosco and Schneider kind of get in each other's way. They're not literally, but more so in a communication sense where they're both going for that ball, and then both of them kind of ease off, expecting the other one to be the one to go and grab it. Good opportunity for Trinity, but again, it's just that final piece, whether it's communication, a sloppy final touch, a shot that goes over the goal. It's just the final piece for Trinity. It continues to be the issue. Although, if you're going to have any issues as a team, you'd like it to be the final one.
Yeah, that's true. You'd rather it be happening up the other end than up your own end. And so, corner kick here for Trinity. 6th of the night, first in the half. Yeah, they started that first half really brightly. UT Dallas came into the game, so it's pleasing if you're UT Dallas to see a better start. Of course, now that I've said that, it's a corner for Trinity, so we'll see what comes of this. Swung in, middle of the box, picks out Newland well, gets under it. It's going to be a goal kick.
Yeah, I think, again, it's just a little bit late on the jump. Newland, again, does really well to get herself some space in the box. Bosco does well to find her, but sometimes when the ball is coming through a crowd of bodies like that, it can be hard to track it, hard to time your jump right. You have so much to do to score off of a corner, and timing is just really difficult no matter where you are, no matter how many steps there are. And for a corner, there's a lot of other steps, so timing can be really difficult.
Yeah, Newland's been coming forward a lot more than normal. She hasn't scored a goal yet in her collegiate career. 46 games now, that is.
She's had 2 shots this game, so maybe she's hopeful to get one tonight.
And she's come forward again, I think, too. No, she's still back.
She will come forward.
She will come forward now for the corner.
It's where she's had her chances.
So corner for the Tigers, this time from the near side. Looks like they're going to go far post again. Maybe look for Newland again. Keeper Combs didn't get there.
I think it was Newland again.
Yeah, Newland on the end of it again. But I think it came to through the crowd, so it can be hard to pick that up.
Yeah, especially when the goalkeeper is a big part of that crowd, jumping up, trying to claim it. It's hard to see the ball. Almost hit her more than she hit the ball. So maybe caught her off guard.
Yeah, I think did enough to put her off it.
That's all you got to do as a defender. Do enough.
Yeah, look, they can't all be highlight reel bits of defense. For those of you that create defensive highlight reels.
I do.
Yeah,
so.
I was going to say Scott does.
They're on YouTube. You don't need. They're there. They're for me, not for coaches. They're just for me. But
Corner kick here for the Tigers again. So again, starting with a handful of corners. They'll want them to count.
Yep. Mounting the pressure again. And again, it's the starters we talked about right before half. Would the starters come back in and put that pressure on? They've done so far, but can they make it count?
Swung in this time near post. Keeper spills it. Opportunity for the Tigers if they can turn. I think that was a good idea to send it back. Shot comes from Richards.
I agree 100%. Newland, great decision to pass it back to Richards there. Richards has a much better angle, much more space to get that shot off. In the end, though, not quite there. But Trinity, pressure's mounting, continues to mount. The shots continue to come, not necessarily on target, but if they can start testing the goalkeeper more, and it doesn't have to be with good shots, I think that could be a really good moment for Trinity.
That's going to be a Trinity throw. Cesar challenged really well there by Griffin. Nice little back heel from Chavez. Comes out well for Griffin. Defensive coverage there from Trinity. Gets it out for a throw. That was dangerous. Really good opportunity for UT Dallas. So it'll be a throw in for UT Dallas. One of those kind of positions where it's almost a set piece. I guess technically all throw-ins are set pieces, but
Doesn't look like they're setting up to go along with it.
good high press here from UT Dallas. Wins the ball back for Vilka. Back now with Robertson.
They've looked a lot more comfortable in this second half of UT Dallas.
And it looks like they've gone with that same team that started the first too, so it's not a case of a different lineup. It's the same 11 that started the first half. They've just grown into the game.
Yeah, I think that tells you that you nailed it in the first half when you said Trinity came out really fast and kind of took them off guard, and it took them a second to gain their footing again. I think that's exactly what happened.
Free kick there for the Tigers. To relieve that pressure. Good passage there from UT Dallas. Sent long by the Tigers.
Great touch from Schneider there.
Cole was to find Bosco. Just couldn't do that. UT Dallas back on possession. And this is more where UT Dallas has been good. I think early in the game, they panicked just a little bit and they tried to rush things more than they needed to. Now they're taking their time. They're being patient. They're building something up. And so free kick here for UT Dallas now. Opportunity, keep it on the deck, build something up. We'll see where they go with it.
It's Kaylee Robinson over it. She's been impressive today for me for UT Dallas. I think despite the fact that at times UT Dallas have looked uncomfortable, she has been a constant presence of calm and collectedness in that back line for them, really holding down the fort when that pressure was really mounting in the first half.
It's a good ball forward, looking for Schneider. Schneider gets there, Bosco's making a diagonal run. Will she go for the shot or the pass? Went for the shot, forced a good save out of Jade Press.
Yeah, and surprisingly, I got to give credit to the defender there. Of all people, you think the shot comes off. That's hard. But as a center back, I know you're in a 1v1 opportunity like that, facing back towards goal. It's not always about winning the ball. It's about putting off the attacker. And the way the defense there in Robinson shuts down the angle, forces Schneider to go near post where the goalkeeper is set and prepared. It's really good defending.
Yeah, Robinson comes off a season. We'll get back to that in a second. There's a good opportunity here brewing for Trinity. UT Dallas cleared away. Comes off season. She was a USC National Player of the Year in JUCO last year, where she was playing with Brookhaven College. So she transferred in from Brookhaven. But yeah, won the USC National Player of the Year. Huge, huge honor. She was the one that scored the winner against Virginia Wesleyan.
Really?
On
From
Sunday.
defense?
It was a late goal. Came forward, nabbed that winner. That's very physical. He's going to give it against the player coming in second, which is often how these go. I don't think there's much of any issue to foul the player, any attempt to not get the ball. Like, she's just
Yep.
earnestly going in. It's just one of those things that happens pretty much every time. The referee's going to call that against the player that came in second.
Oh, but an unfortunate moment because it does look like it has left an impact on Hannah Khan.
Yeah, it did seem physical. I think it might just be that she landed on top
Yeah.
of the defender, which the ground hurts, but landing on top of a defenders tend to be a bit more bony than the ground. So
A little lumpy. You never know quite what you're landing on, right?
yeah, you land on a knee, that hurts.
Yeah, I think she'll be
So-
able to walk it off, though. It's one of those where it stings for a minute, but once you get your muscles moving again, it'll start to feel better.
Just swung in a bit beyond everybody. It's been kind of the story of the night, really. That ball just comes in and it's a bit too much, a bit too little.
Yeah, Bree Werner was rising at that back post, looked poised to have an opportunity there. It's just a little too high again. And like you said, it's the story of the half, whether it's the crosses or the shots. They're just a little bit too much on them.
Yeah, they'll just want to get into that Goldilocks zone, just right.
I like that.
Touch there from Cesar. You can thank astrophysicists for that one. Beautiful footwork to skin. I would say her defender, to skin her attacker.
Yeah,
That looks physical.
I've always struggled. I'm like, what do you say when it's a defender who beats an attacker? Is the attacker the defender? Is the defender the attacker? What do you say?
Another beautiful ball there for Khan. Goes down again. It's going to be another free kick. It's out of the box. She's gone down in the box, but foul's definitely out of the box. It's a yellow.
Khan was frustrated after that one.
Yeah, she felt she was through and had a good opportunity to at least set something up there.
And the referee, says that she's right and gives the yellow card.
I think, if you're going to foul her, do it there and not
Yeah.
one more step where it would have been a penalty.
Yeah, and to some extent that does add to the fact that it was a little bit of a professional foul. It's a smart foul to foul right there. Khan, dangerous player in the box. Get her right outside the box.
And Trinity have struggled a little on set pieces this season, so
I wouldn't be surprised if she strikes it from here.
I think she has, Keeper comes and claims, though.
No, it's one of those where you put it on target, but a dangerous area. It could go in without anybody touching it, but it could also take a touch. I think that's exactly the right idea, considering the way the game has gone for Trinity. You need something like that to score for them.
Yeah, and near post, you can catch a keeper
Yep.
out because they're so busy covering on a set piece like that. At this point, it's been 10 set pieces, 9 corners, that one free kick, 5 shots on goal in the whole game. I don't know if that's the return Trinity would have entirely wanted. But good opportunities. Good covering defense from UT Dallas.
Really good work there from Bosco to cut back before playing that ball forward. She drew her defender in and used her momentum against her really well.
Thrown in. Can't be offside on the throw. Used well there. Werner, though, just couldn't get what she wanted on the ball. It's going to be sub for UT Dallas. Kate Casanova comes in.
It looks like Trinity have 2 or 3 players warming up right now, which I think is the right move. You've got them pinned back right now. In the first half, you had them pinned back for a long time, but you almost waited too long to make the substitutions, which kind of allowed UT Dallas to get back in the game as the heat started to take its effect on the Trinity players. Making the subs early gives that potential for Trinity to really keep the pressure on with no lapses for energy deficits.
Second sub there for UT Dallas as well was Rylan Reyes. Transferred in from UT Permian Basin, so stayed in the UT system. That was a really beautiful turn. Just trapped the ball right at her feet. Really stunning work there from Chavez. Swung in.
Whoa.
That went close. Keeper was covering near post. Really good football there from UT Dallas.
Yeah, I would say it's shaped like a cross, but there was nobody back there, so I'm inclined to say it was a shot. And if it was, what a shot it was. Almost caught Lewis out at that back post. Sometimes when you think about chipping a goalkeeper, you think about goalkeepers off their line, but sometimes you can chip them to the back post just because of their positioning towards that near post.
Yeah, Lewis, really strong goalkeeper, but she was covering near post.
Which is the right thing to do in that position.
She was all region in 2022, so she's a quality goalkeeper. Some long chance for UTD. Good turn from UT Dallas. Wins it throwing.
And I'm interested, Jules Chavez, that was the person who made that brilliant touch and turn earlier just a moment ago. Coach and staff telling her, go wherever you need to go to get the ball. She is the danger player for them going forward, and I wouldn't be surprised if we start to see her all over the field picking up the ball and dribbling at defenders with all sorts of pressure.
Yeah, she scored a hat-trick already for UTD. It wasn't an official game. It was a 10-0 win against Centenary. But she scored a hat-trick. So technically doesn't count for her stats, but I think it's worth noting.
Great switch.
Touch back, the right move. Swung in, but too close to the keeper, she'll claim.
And I turn to my right and see that Trinity are preparing to make the subs, and I think it's exactly what needs to be done right now. UT Dallas starting to make their way back into the game after what was a period where it felt like Trinity eased into the game, you know, the way that UT Dallas had to in that first half. UT Dallas started the half well, but Trinity, you know, gained that momentum back again. Now Trinity making subs to try and make sure that they keep that momentum.
Going to call a foul here. UT Dallas don't like it.
Shout out to Coach McGinley.
Coach McGinley again.
Giving us
coming
a
in
second
real early
copy of his lineup.
to give us the lineup that we've already got, because we got it before
This game.
this game even. Beautiful ball. Chances there. There were 3 Tigers running onto it.
Yeah,
And
I would give credit to the runs as well. It was a beautiful ball. You said 3 Tigers running onto it, and they made these great runs that opened up space for each other. But then again, I think they get in each other's way, and they don't know who's going to touch it in the end. They opened up so much space, and then again.
yeah, exactly. Just one of the challenges is you can just get paralyzed by choice, right?
Yeah.
And so, you know, we see that a lot today. Just players have had space and they don't know what to do, and there's 3 players there. It's hard.
Yeah.
It's real hard. So we'll see Trinity make some changes. 28 minutes to go here in the match. Still scoreless between Trinity and UT Dallas. That control just got away from it, but I think it's still going to stay with UT Dallas. Right as I say that, the Tigers regather. Big opportunity here. Going to be a throw in. Bosco did really well there.
Yeah, I was going to say Bosco's pace paying dividends right there. She's an impact player. I'd like to see her stay on a little bit longer in this second half, because I do think that if the right substitutions are made, she is a dangerous player who can give any player an opportunity to score in the box. She is a master of assists.
Yeah, she definitely is. She's done well. She does have 20 assists in her career. Has one already this season. Could have maybe had another one, but you know, we don't count secondary assists. So, yeah, 20 assists in her career. UT Dallas passing the ball around well again. This has just been a much better second half from UT Dallas. Exactly what they want. Beautiful footwork.
Wow.
Chavez again has a go. Just over the bar. Decent effort. Jules Chavez.
Yeah, they just want her on the ball. And, I mean, the coach is, I said it a few minutes ago, that they're telling her, go wherever it takes for you to get the ball. They were just telling her on the sideline, think about who needs to get the ball for you to get the ball. And then get into that space. Tell your teammates to play certain teammates who can then find you. They want her to dictate the entirety of this game. And the coaching staff now almost telling everybody, get the ball to Chavez.
Yeah, she's been really dangerous. She didn't start, but she's been playing a lot lately.
She's really impressive. Every time she gets the ball, that shot was great, but the footwork she did in a few different Trinity defenders, and Trinity's back line is very good. So to beat players like that with that much talent is very impressive.
Opportunity here, though, quickly for Trinity on the counter. Bosco with it. She can cut it back. Swung in. Keeper comes beautifully. Really great work. Really good goalkeeping there from Jade Press.
Yeah, Schneider was arriving at just the right time. Bosco did so well with the cutback. It's a tight angle for Schneider, and she gets maybe beat to it. I'm not sure who got there first between the two of them, but great build up there from Trinity to do in a little bit of UT Dallas moments. Chavez again trying to get on the ball. Every time she gets it, she dribbles. Once you start to realize that, though, if you're Trinity, it starts to become easier to defend her. So they've got to take advantage of it early before they start man marking her and really putting the pressure on her.
Yeah, she's been so impressive. First-year midfielder out of Louisville, Texas. She's definitely dangerous. She got that hat trick against Centenary in an exhibition game. Swung in near post. It's over the bar. I thought for just a second it had hit the far post.
As did I. As did I. Wow.
And I think the call was actually offside, which is actually an error. Because you play the advantage, it goes out. It's a goal kick. Because you can score from a goal kick. Can't score from an offside. Restart. Good ball. Keeper comes, gets there. Good goalkeeping again from Jade Press.
The chances starting to open up for Trinity, though. In the first half, it took a lot of creativity, a lot of movement to make an opportunity. So far in this half, it's been open. There's been a lot more clear-cut chances for Trinity.
Does look like there's been a slight change in shape from UT Dallas too that might be leading to that. Bosco is forward on the right, cut back, good block defensively there from Rowan Hughes, because I just saw Jules Chavez playing as a lone striker.
Yeah, I think she's playing as a false nine right now. She's dropping back consistently, but then when they're leaving one player forward, it's consistently her as well. So,
which wasn't how it was happening earlier when she was on. Good ball, far post. Just can't get around it. Keepers come. Cleared off the line from UT Dallas. Great defensive work from the Comets. Trinity back on the ball. Having a go from distance. It's going to go out. We're going to have the subs.
I think it's a good decision to have a go from distance from there. But, wow, what a clearance off the line. It wasn't the hardest shot to deal with. It was kind of slow and lofted going in there. But when it's going on target like that, it's always hard to deal with. Your back is up against the wall, quite literally. You're on the byline, and you get it away like that. Really good moment for UT Dallas, and the closest moment of all the nearly moments for Trinity so far in this game.
One of those subs that we just saw come on for Trinity's typical sub around this time, Ariana Balgobin, coming in. She won the Minnesota State Championship in 2019. Her sister Jasmine's playing soccer at Hamlin. Throw in for Trinity. It took a few signals from the referee. We have a throw in for the Tigers. Good turn. Opportunity to get it in the box. Leaves the defender. Balgobin just couldn't get around it the way she'd wanted. Tigers on that. Coming out well now. Big opportunity here. Good, really good run there.
Good cutback as well.
Blocked, took a few deflections there. That was Boven. Worked really hard. Goal kick for the Tigers, so we'll see the change.
It's great work from Boven. I thought she took too big of a touch and was going to end up letting her run out of play. The fact that she was able to cut it back was really impressive. One thing I want to note right now, Trinity have made 2 subs in central midfield so far in this half. Neither of them have been Ellie Creek, who has been a pretty consistent substitution in that midfield so far this year. She's not in right now, and they've made those 2 subs.
Beautiful footwork in her own area from the UT Dallas defender there. Great stuff. Throw in for the Tigers. We're about halfway through this half. 21 minutes to go.
Kaylee Robinson has really impressed me. And as a center back, to do something like that in your own box, it's just, it takes so much confidence and almost swagger to have the wherewithal to say, yeah, I'm gonna beat you like that in the box. Most of the time, you see a center back don't take any chances. They don't want to risk something like that and give it away. It's a little bit of swagger to have that confidence to dribble like that in your own box, and we've seen it from her a couple times now.
Yeah, there's a confidence there. Really good ball forward. This one's looking for Vilka, who's been dangerous all game. Cleared away, but it hasn't gone out. Ball sent forward, but no Tigers players there. So it'll be a throw-in for the Comets.
And I think I'm picking up on a pattern that might be an issue going forward for UT Dallas. Chavez has come back out to this wing, which I think is the right decision. That's where she's done the best. And she's going to be dropping back into midfield and picking up the ball deeper. Gives her more opportunities to get on the ball, run with it. That's what they want right now. But what that requires is she's going to have to be the one to provide the assist, not the one to score the goal. And unfortunately for UT Dallas, very fortunately for Trinity, Ilsa Newland and Harris are unreal in defense. So that pass from Chavez is going to have to be inch perfect to beat the pair of them in center back.
We are going to have the drinks break. So water break here. 20-ish minutes to go here in the second half. Still scoreless between the Trinity Tigers and UT Dallas. It's been tight. Like, that scoreline, pretty fair reflection of the game. Trinity may be the better side. Certainly statistically, a lot of stats they're going to be winning out. They're the only team with a shot on goal. Although that might be a little harsh. I feel like Dallas has had one. They did force a save.
They did.
So I guess they're going to call that a cross. That was the one we were debating about if she meant it. If she was crossing or if she was shooting. We kind of agreed it was a shot. So that one. But, you know, UT Dallas doing well defensively. Look, they beat Virginia Wesleyan late on Sunday. They are capable of a late finish. Trinity need to be aware of their skill going forward late because UT Dallas are a good finishing team. They will go for it in those last 10 minutes. The goal on Sunday was after the 80th. So,
yeah, and I think it's interesting. You said it comes from Kaylee Robinson, who is that defender we were just talking about with the great footwork in the box. Tells me that going forward late, they put numbers for it. If you're talking about a center back who's scoring late like that, it takes a lot to get a center back forward like that. And I believe you said it is off a counterattack. I don't know if you know that for sure or if we're guessing there, but if it's off a counterattack, she's really getting forward then as a center back, getting involved in the play going forward, which could be dangerous signs for Trinity coming later that UT Dallas will pour them numbers forward.
yeah, UT Dallas do finish well. And, yeah, Kaylee Robinson, just phenomenal stuff. Of course, first goal. It's a game winner. It's also her only shot of the season.
100%.
100% record. That's all you want.
That was a dangerous back pass.
Yeah, that nearly put the pressure on. Good work. Good recovery defensively. It's a stat we don't track. We don't track recoveries at NCAA level. But UT Dallas have made a lot of them. They've really recovered well as a team when they've had to.
Yeah, and that's something, you know, when you're under as much pressure as they have been in a game, that's something you need to be able to do. Recover well when your teammates make mistakes. Otherwise, you're going to allow goals.
Yeah, I mean, all 11 players, well, not anymore. All 11 UTD players on that passage were in their own half. They break forward well, which is another thing that helps them against Virginia Wesleyan. Really good stretch there from Boven to slow it down, give Trinity enough time to get plays back. Really good work defensively from Heath.
And she can launch them forward here.
Yeah, they were calling for it forward. Good opportunity, cleared away. Right decision, get rid of it. Don't play with that.
Pressure continues to build, though, with the throw, and Trinity can actually get more numbers forward there. They were down numbers-wise on that attack just then that Aaron Heath kind of launched. down numbers-wise. They're not down numbers-wise anymore because they can pour numbers forward.
Beautiful turn, opens up the space, gets into the box, can cut it back. For Balgobin! May have taken a deflection there.
Still alive.
Still on it, gets into the box, tries to get round one. Couldn't get past the second.
Trinity's got to feel like it's coming, but at the same time, UT Dallas got to feel like if we can just survive a little bit longer of pressure, we're going to have our moment. If we can just take that moment when it comes and survive until then, both teams probably happy with what's going on right now.
So confusion here on what the call was. Yeah, I thought it was for offside, but they're taking it as a goal kick, so it must have been a goal kick. Touch goes awry for UT Dallas. It's a throw. Then quickly to Balgobin. Turns well, just couldn't get on the end of it. Really good work from Balgobin to turn. He's got a pedigree. Grandfather played for Trinidad and Tobago. Opportunity here to take the shot. She was always going to.
Space really opened up well for her there. So much time on the ball. Really good opportunity. It's Alex Dorhan over it, and she had that space. She just pulls it a little bit wide. Sometimes I think she's going for power in that case, and sometimes when you're going for power, you can pull it just a little bit to the far side because of the fact that you're putting so much behind it. Your follow through is really important on that.
Yeah, her mum played here for Trinity. Becky played for the Tigers, so she's continuing that tradition. Is Alex Doran. Good run from Balgobin. Good decision to lay it off. Keeper spilled it, but did well. That's how, if you're going to spill it, put it away, well away from goal. If an attacking player gets onto that, it's a really difficult position to score from. Goes out for a corner, gives your defense time to reset.
Yeah, but after a period where UT Dallas had maybe found a little bit on the counterattack, it's been a long time since Chavez had that shot that really sent warning signs through the Trinity defense. It's been a while.
Don't know how much the defender knew about that. Swung back out to the corner kick taker. Flicked on that, looked like kind of a set piece. Shot came, blocked by two, cleared away. Trinity easily going to get control of this. All 11 behind the ball now for UT Dallas. I think, I think you would take the draw if you're UT Dallas, but at the same time, you just beat number 12 Virginia Wesleyan,
Yeah, I
good
think
side.
in terms of how the game has gone, you would take the draw, but in terms of what you expect in your team, you might want to win here. You might think that, yeah, we're the type of team that will go win a game late like this. So maybe the expectation is that they do win it.
Plenty of time. Still got 15 minutes to go here. Still scoreless between the Trinity Tigers and the UT Dallas Comets. I'm Chris Hockman, with me is Scott Lebo.
Maybe this is how Kaylee Robinson scored that comeback or come from behind. What was it? Was it come from behind? Was it a late goal?
It
was
was a late winner.
Late winner.
I don't remember this order of the other two
Gotcha.
goals in the game. It was a 2-1 win.
Well, maybe
against
that's how she
Virginia
got
Wesleyan.
that goal, because she just carried through the whole Trinity midfield and really launched an attack there.
Good opportunity here from the Tigers. Good run. Chance to cut in. Leaves the defender in the dust. Has a go! Hits the back of the net. Good strike. Went near post. Keeper got a good handful of it, I think. But just when you hit it with that much power, it hits the back of the net anyway.
No, and I've got to say, if anybody for Trinity deserved a goal today, it was her. It was that play. Oh, man, I'm losing my notes. That Alex Doran again. She's down that left wing every time, and she's done so well to skip past that defender on the byline, cutting great turns in that corner. She's had defenders beaten. She's gotten around them. Great footwork, and she does it again on that case. She gets into the box around that corner. Same thing she's done. And this time, instead of cutting it back like she has, looking for Balgobin, looking for her teammates in the middle, she goes for it herself. Why not? You've gotten yourself in this position so many times. Take one for yourself. It's the right decision on that occasion. She gets the goal, and Trinity deservingly have that 1-goal lead.
Yeah, Alex Doran, first goal of her career for the first-year player out of Burnie, which is in our local area, not too far from here in San Antonio. Common place where people go get cars. When you live in San Antonio, you get a car in Burnie. Ball headed away. It's going to be a throw-in. And I'm just trying to look up her mum's stats for Trinity. Actually, is what I'm in the middle of doing.
How many goals away is she?
That's what I'm trying to figure out, but I don't remember her maiden name, so I don't think I'm going to be able to find her.
For next time. It's a stat for next time.
There's a lot of Trinity in that family. Her uncles played football here as well, Alex and Case.
Good athletic family as well, then.
Yeah, her sister's on the rodeo team at Tarleton State, which is like the preeminent rodeo school. Really good rodeo school. Opportunity on the header. Just couldn't get that to hit the back of the net.
Really well
Balgobin
done.
comes for it. Good work from Balgobin.
Yeah, hard work there. Some of that unsung work that we've talked about throughout this game from Balgobin. Just getting there, winning that ball, keeping it alive for Trinity, and then in the end, getting a corner out of it.
No corner here. Another opportunity for the Tigers. I think it was about time that one of the corners paid off, so I think they'll be really pleased to get one. They've had a lot of chances this year from corners, but just haven't got there. And it's showing now near post, flicked back. May have already gone out, judging by everybody's lackadaisical attitude there. It has, so it's going to be a goal kick for the Comets.
Yeah, the pressure hasn't gone away since that goal for Trinity, and that's what you want if you're Coach Harrison. You don't want the pressure to let up once you get that goal because it's pinned them back for so long. They haven't had anything going forward because of how you've kept them pinned back. So if you can continue to keep them pinned back, sometimes offense is the best form of defense.
Yeah, look, goal difference doesn't really count, but you still want it. Played into the middle. Pressure coming, really high press from the Tigers. It's a throw-in. Have seen them do a high press this season.
Yeah, and they've done it really well. Their defensive organization has been astute all year. And obviously, I mean, they haven't allowed a goal yet this season. It's hard to score from your own half. So it makes sense. Trinity don't allow their attacking teams to get at them very often.
Yeah, it's a long start to the season without conceding a goal, which wasn't how it went last year. So I think they'll be really pleased with the start of the season. I know they'd probably want to have more wins than where they're at, but honestly, and we said this about the men, it's easy to think that a draw is not that great, but look, keeping yourself undefeated is huge. Huge. It's so easy for one moment to go wrong.
Yeah, and you put that in the context of 0 goals allowed. I don't think everybody has the understanding of, I mean, at the professional level, to go 4 games with no goals allowed is unreal. But at the collegiate level, goals get scored at a much higher rate. So this is more impressive of a run than I think most people will acknowledge. Maybe even more impressive of a run than Coach Harrison will acknowledge.
Yeah, I think Coach Harrison does like to keep things, keep the pressure on a little bit. But hey, we won, but so which is common for coaches. You always want more, right?
Yeah,
if you're not going forward, you're going backwards. So
always something to build on.
But we'll see how the committee judge it at USC when the poll comes out on Tuesday.
Great
It should
footwork.
be weekly now. Opportunity here for the Tigers. Good opportunity for the shot, just over the bar. Keeper at full stretch. I don't think would have got that if it dipped down.
No, it looked like she was trying to do her best Adam Knutson impression there, going for that top left corner. Really powerful effort there from Heath. What an effort. Really close.
Yeah, top bin stuff, very nearly. And of course, you could see Adam Knutson maybe score another banger in just a little bit.
Odds are he's scored in every game so far for them. So if I were a betting man and you could bet on this type of game.
The NCAA does not condone sports gambling. And you're not allowed to. You can't gamble on NCAA D3 soccer.
Nope. And if you're
And if you live in Texas, you definitely can't
no, you
because it's
definitely
illegal.
can't. And if you're a participant in any NCAA sport, you can't bet on any sports.
Of course, we did. Speaking of sports gambling, we did see a player have a really successful return this week after a long gambling layoff because he bet on soccer. So
Tonali, is that who we're talking?
that's
Yeah,
exactly who we're
Tonali.
talking about.
He's a great player as well. For him to have gone missing as long as he was, it was kind of crazy.
It shows how good he is by the fact he was, 10 months that he
Yeah.
was out? And he
Maybe more.
got signed by Newcastle in the interim. And he got an Italy call-up, and I don't think he'd even played his game yet.
Yeah.
It's a really good turn here from Balgobin.
Yeah, I think that's the crazy part. He got called up to the Italian national team before he had
Hadn't played in
played.
10 months, immediate call-up.
Yep.
That's a compliment.
No, I think the process of the transfer was started when he got the ban, but they finished the transfer knowing that he was going to miss time for them, which is crazy. Trinity preparing 4 substitutions, which, interestingly to me, look like they're going to be more so attacking substitutions.
Yeah, that is an interesting move right now. But look,
You never
you
know.
said it earlier. The best form of defense is attack. They might
Can
need
be.
it here because that was a good run. But the
Chavez
Tigers,
again. She's the danger
she's
woman.
been dangerous. It's just a shame that her hat trick was in a game that didn't count. Balgobin looked across the line.
She thought she was
I
off.
don't think you saw it, but she did slow down a little bit. But she looked across.
Whoa.
She knew she was on because she looked. She paused and she looked across the line, so she had to have known she was on.
Yeah,
Good work from Balgobin. Didn't give it up. Ozimi comes in. It's about that time.
It's a little unfortunate for her, Balgobin. I think she took a pretty tough tackle in the end there because she slowed down. Kaylee Robinson dished out a little bit of punishment and said, hey, if you're not going to play to the whistle, I'm going to hit you.
Yeah, she did well to look across the line. Just runs out. She's look, she's got that pedigree. Grandfather played 2 sports for Trinidad and Tobago. Played soccer and cricket for TNT.
I bet he's got some great stories.
Bet he does. And was in an era of West Indian cricket that was something else. So
Get him on the broadcast.
I know we gotta yeah. If you listen and come around. Look, I'm a cricket fan, so I really want to hear his stories of cricket in the West Indies in those days. Ball forward, turns, went to ground, but she keeps going. They'll take the foul because she just didn't really get going enough. So just a little bit of a clip, nothing really in that. Just clip someone, it happens.
Yeah, but I think it's good refereeing. He waited to see if the advantage would accrue to the attacking side, but it didn't in the end.
Yeah, I think really good refereeing. Lets them have the chance, but she's still running the opposite way. She's running away from goal, I think. Let's just do the set piece. The call from the bench was also we'll take the foul. So opportunity here. Played a good, vital touch because that was heading to goal. It's going to be a corner.
Yeah, I think it was another one of those set pieces where you put it low and on target, but if somebody takes a touch in the middle, you're not going to complain. It's going to wrong foot the goalkeeper. One of those where you give your a teammates a chance to touch it, but it could also go in on its own.
Yeah, Maggie Hartnett with the shot. Corner swung in. Goes near post. Flicked on. There is a Trinity player there. Shot comes. Just over the bar. I didn't know where that shot came from.
No clue.
Just absolutely sold me on it. So I don't know how the defense was dealing with it. So we'll have a goal kick here for the Comets. It's Vilka coming in. Dangerous player. Which is good. I think that combination of Vilka and Chavez is really dangerous.
Yeah, and it looks like right now they're playing with just 2 up top. It's a change of formation for them.
And it's
They were playing
those
with
two.
1 up top before. But, yeah, it is those 2. They're really trying to get them involved going forward. You got to get it to them, though, and Trinity's press hasn't allowed it to get to them very often.
There's Ozimi. Sticks with it. Keeper comes well. She had to. They were onside. 4 minutes to go. 1-0 Tigers over the Comets. Been a tight game, though. Anything, look, you definitely can't count out the Comets at 1-0 down with 4 minutes to play. They are capable of scoring. There's a good run here if they can spot it. They haven't, you know. That was a really, really good run from Michaela Varela, who that target woman was. Tigers get it clear, though. I think if they played that ball a little sooner, Varela was through and dangerous. Azimi's making a run. Coach wanted the keeper to come and hold it, but she had to come out of the box to stop that from Ozimi. It's only Ozimi's run that forces that.
Yep.
Beautiful ball from the Comets. Dangerous opportunity for UT Dallas on the right.
It's one of those danger two as well.
Cuts inside. She's got support right as well that's open. Cut in. It goes just across the face from UT Dallas. Beautiful football from the Comets. That could have been the equalizer. I've said it, don't count them out. They score late.
Yeah, they had one chance like that near the end of the first half where all of a sudden scintillating football from one end to the other, cutting through the Trinity team and finding a cross across the middle that nobody could find. This time it was Chavez who was looking to put it home in the middle there, just couldn't get her foot on it. But if UT Dallas could have wrote a script for an attack, that would have been the script they wrote.
Really good run from Anna Newlands to create the chance. Shot was screened. Really great work from Bree Werner to screen that shot with the defender. Is that the worst thing as a defender, when you unintentionally screen your goalkeeper?
Yeah, it's not something you ever want to do. It's why I tell my goalies that I'm always going to try and shield the attacking player towards having to shoot near post.
Tigers win a corner there. Yes, they do. Yeah, it was just one of those things where it was just a perfect opportunity. The shot was the right decision because it was screened. The ball's going to be seen late by the keeper. Just couldn't get around it enough.
I think it might have been sneaking. I didn't have as good an angle, I think, as you do. You're a little bit further back than me, but it might have been sneaking in that near or far corner. It's a tough spot to take a corner kick from, especially when the men's team is standing right there.
It's bounced, though.
In terms of corners from that corner, that is not the worst at all, though.
Hard to take. Like, we talk about this a lot. We haven't talked about it on this broadcast.
Nope, not yet.
You go downhill, it's in, and like at this time of night, it's in the dark. It's a difficult corner to take.
No, and it's a steep transition from that downhill to the flat. It's hard to adjust yourself.
Yeah, Trinity could. They could avoid it, but they like a long pitch. It's a big pitch here, Paul McGinley Field.
And I think Trinity will just try and use that long field right now and keep it in that end of the field for the rest of the time.
Bit of a hint of a foul throw there. But they'll keep possession up here in the UT Dallas half. I think they'll be stressed about scoring at this point. 30 seconds ago. I don't know if I love the throw technique.
They got to go quick. And they've called a foul for Trinity, and that might do it.
Foul. Trinity, I don't think are even going to really set up to take this.
They're in less than no rush to take this.
I should point out both Newlands are on the pitch, which we haven't seen in a couple games.
10 seconds, 9,
Final 10. Are they even going to do it?
7,
I think she is. She's going to swing it in.
5,
She's going to swing it in with 3 seconds to go. It's not basketball.
Oh,
You know what?
it's decent. It got a hit.
Nearly. Yeah, look, so the rule is it has to be in the back of the net. It's hockey, not basketball in college
And
soccer.
it's also not professional soccer where the
Where
ref
you
can just make up how
You'd
much
be like,
time
oh,
is
no,
left.
no, there was still. So as a referee, what you do after you blow your whistle, you immediately reset your watch. You go, oh, I already reset it. No, there was still time. Every single time. It's always what you do as a referee, so nobody comes up and questions you. So there it is, full time. Trinity 1, UT Dallas 0. Really fascinating tactical battle, this one. Trinity get the win, so they'll move to 2-0-2. They play Howard Payne Sunday, 3 p.m. right here on Tiger Network. UT Dallas, they're going to move to 1-2. They play Texas Lutheran. It's their home opener, would you believe it?
3
on
games in,
Sunday at noon. So we're going to be back in, you see that clock, it's set, 10 minutes. We're going to be back a little later than 10 minutes. For the second match, it's the men. That is Trinity versus California Lutheran in that one. So look forward to seeing you there. Please join us for that. If not, we will see you on Sunday. Thank you so much for joining us. I've been Chris Hockman. With me has been Scott Lebo. We will see you in just a little bit.